Hey everyone, Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the Body Armor 4x4 Ambush XT Series front bumper fitting 2019 and newer Ram 2500s and 3500s. Now this bumper is going to be a great choice for the heavy-duty Ram owner who wants their truck to work hard and look tough. It's a hefty bumper with a lot of protection and flexibility, and it's actually one of the most affordable full coverage bumpers in the segment. Now straight away, the thing you're going to notice most about this is the size of it. Now I'm not a tall person, but this thing is big and it's going to offer you full coverage of the front end of your truck all the way out to the edges of the headlights. So this is going to offer plenty of protection no matter what you might encounter out there. Now the outer sections here are going to wrap around the headlights, so it's not going to negatively impact your headlight output. Likewise, this center section here is going to provide you a lot of protection for your grille, but it's not going to impact airflow into the radiator. If anything pops up to hit the front end, the grille guard and the bumper here are going to take the brunt of the hit instead of the actual truck. And this thing is one solid piece as well, so this whole unit is one piece welded together. So again, this is really going to be able to take a beating. Now further down towards the bottom, we have some other things that are worth noting. Working our way down, first we have this panel right here in the center of the grille that can detach to leave space for your adaptive cruise control radar to do its thing. So that system will remain fully functional. And if you have a forward-facing camera, that is compatible here as well. You've also got provisions for your front parking sensors. Again, if your truck came equipped with those from the factory, you can just pop them right in here. There are also shackle recovery points on both sides to mount some D-rings for some more heavy-duty pulling or off-roading situations. You've also got a 2-inch receiver right here for a hitch if you need to pull something from the front, and you've got a provision for up to a 30-inch dual-row LED light bar right here in the center. And if you don't want to run that light bar, you've got a mesh panel to cover it up. You've also got spots for 2 cube lights over here in the side pockets. Now one thing that is worth noting is that this bumper is not winch compatible. However, if you do need to pull some stuff, again, you've got those shackles for the D-rings and you've got that big old heavy duty hitch up front too. So if you don't necessarily need the capability of a winch but need to do some pulling, you've got that covered right here. Now, as I already discussed at the top of the video, this thing is solid. Everything is welded together right out of the gate. Again, the bumper and grille guard come out of the box in one piece. You get 2-inch diameter main tubes with 1.5 and 1.25-inch diameter supporting tubes, all attached to 3/16-inch and 1/4-inch cold rolled steel. So outside of the welds, that means that none of this was heated, which means that none of the material was weakened during the manufacturing process. Of course, the whole thing is covered in a 2-stage textured black powder coat to protect everything, so it should be safe from rust and corrosion for a long time to come. You also get all of the hardware and bracketry that you need included in the box, and this is going to be a bolt-on setup. We'll talk more about that in a moment, but everything is going to come finished in the same type of materials and the same type of powder coat, so it will all match and again be very well protected against rust and corrosion. Pricing for this one comes in at about $1,800, which actually makes it one of the most affordable full coverage bumpers in the segment for these trucks. Now, like we mentioned already, you're not getting included lighting, and again, this one is also not winch compatible. Both of those things do help account for some of the cost savings, but this is still a big, strong bumper that's going to work hard and look good for you while still offering you a ton of flexibility and protection for the price. Installation is going to get a 2 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and you can expect the job to take you around 2 hours to complete. Now this might take a little bit longer depending on if you need to mount your active cruise control radar or your front parking sensors like we were talking about earlier. But great news, everything is just going to bolt onto your truck with no permanent modifications needed. You will, however, need another set of hands to do this job though, as getting this bumper set in place and mounted requires more than 2 people. Doesn't matter how strong you are, I'm not speaking as a small person here, this thing is genuinely very heavy, so in order to do it safely, you are going to need at least one other set of hands. So bribe a friend with some food and drink, you can get this done at home in pretty short order. That's going to wrap it up here for our review of the Body Armor 4x4 Ambush XT Series front bumper fitting 2019 and newer Ram 2500s and 3500s. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, for all things Ram, be sure to keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.